Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. I'm here to do a general read. I want to say happy Thanksgiving. I know that I took a long time to post. Let me tell you what I've been doing, alienating myself from the universe. But not even that. It's just a matter of, yeah, trying to pick your poisons, right? Broken bed. Listen, the way I see this is like a revolving door. It's like round and round and round. You alienate yourself. You cannot, like, the consequences of your action, mixologist, drinking is not going to solve it. Understanding where you are is not going to stop, like anything that's going to make you feel um like take your be out of mind energy, and the revolving door with the broken bed. This is just how I take that taser. Yeah, it's causing you to feel like lightheaded, to feel like somebody is just like taking your energy. But it could be dealing with a lot of liars, it could be dealing with a lot of fake people. And so when it comes to this type of energy, the best thing that I would say for you to do is to sit still and know that yes, you are alien. Respectfully, you're in a situation to where you can, you're making decisions. Should I stay, should I go? Is this door going to keep being open? Broken bed, you can't sleep this away anymore. You got to get up and move forward. Especially when it comes to dealing with the fake people. Yeah. My nails, I'm deciding if I want to do, I've been doing acrylics for years, and they just don't get along. My nails are so paper thin, just in general, just to let you know. They're paper thin, and I think I'm gonna try to do gel nails. I don't know. I see this stuff on TikTok. But anyway, you guys, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Yeah, I hate to send to do a love reading or to do energy when it comes to love, but you guys know that we have to be able to solve or to hear energies that make us move forward so that we won't keep overthinking situations. So when I go on and I do these readings, the readings are not going to be as negative as you want them to be. They're going to be at the outcome at the end of the day of how you are moving forward and what you overcame. Bottom of the deck is extravagant gesture. So at some point, remember I just said you have to be able to, my mirror's here, you have to be able to get up, get out, and get something. You can't spend all your time trying to get high. If you know, you know. I'm just saying, but when it comes to feeling like stagnant or feeling like somebody is making you feel certain type of way, you got to get out and see the world. Gestures from the heart, walking the talk and making it up to you. Somebody trying to make it up to you, but the extravagant gestures is not what you need right now. The gypsy energy, this is when you get up, you alienate yourself, you stop letting the revolving doors happen. The broken bed could be something, significant to you. To me, it seems like you need to get up. Like I said, get out and get something, because the addiction, the toxicities, the all that stuff, this person, place, thing, or situation has tased you to make you feel stagnant. And the gypsy energy is you coming out of your shell, you walking away from the things that no longer serve you. You not being mad at the situation, you're just thankful for the situation so you can recognize your codependent energies, the addictions. Again, alcohol, and this is toxic energy. This does not have to be, any type of drug or anything like that, but it says uncomfortable, unconventional lifestyles and exotic mysteries. So this is who you are normally, but when you come to dealing with a fake person or fake situations in your life, yeah, the forbidden fruit in your life, it starts to weigh you down. It starts to feel like your life is stagnant, and it just keeps repeating itself, and the friendships start to look at things. So friend zones, friendship before love, building trust and foundations. You recognize the toxicities, you start to build the foundations. There is new loves in your life, whether new adventures, things like that. But the gestures have never been for somebody to do something for you, because you can, if you really wanted to, you could do it for yourself. And then the separations, you remove your energy, you become the alien that everybody is like, oh my God, what's going on with Cancer? Love is growing within yourself based upon the toxicities. They don't realize that the way Cancer moves forward and the way Cancer deals with negativity is that we come on top. We end up on top. But if we have to reflect, we have to self reflect when it comes to why. You allowed it. What was the reason why? What did you see? This is with any situation. And before we make a move, before we make that drastic move, because it will be drastic once we make it, we shut down. We shut down and we start to really think about why we're separating ourselves, why this person is toxic. We give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, look at that. Hold on. All right. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, jealousy. So this is how it came out. Envy, hater, spiteful, and jealous. So people are jealous of our energies because they don't understand how we're able to do things. Dating, it says new love options back on the market. Love grows here, new love. It shows here friendships, everything starts to change when you start to really see things for what they are. And so when it comes to dealing with people, they don't understand that negativity sparks a flame under us. Put the fuel under the fire. If that's how they say it, toxic people, I'm telling you, that energy, no more hurting, no more crying, depression, pain, and sorrow, and egg on their face. The shamed, backfired, and got caught. You already knew. So there is no egg on their face. You're not going to rub it in their face on where you are. You're just going to smooth, get out the bed, because at one point you're just sitting there and you're like stagnant. We should be, I say the hermit and the hangman is where when we're in our reversal stage of regular cancers, that should be our cards. And even though it's um, close to our energy, it's not. And so that's the thing. We have to get to a point to where we see what lies beneath, and that is why I always try to break down these readings for you so that you can understand why you feel this way. Because guess what, when we start, I don't want you to get into fire mode, which is Queen of Swords energy, in the reverse, to where you start to you know um um, be cold hearted. And that's where we go. We're Sour Patch Kids or Garbage Pail Kids, however you want to say. I say Sour Patch sweet, what, but it's sour on the outside, sweet on the inside. We're the opposite of that. And so when we get into that situation, it's like we thought this through. We thought this through. This wasn't something, yeah, before we start tossing shit out. It's like we have to figure out what benefit it brings to you, watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. So you listen to it. People are watching from a distance, but we so far have the gypsy dating, the lies of the fake people. You watch shit unfold as it happens without bringing it to the attention, because that's where we lack that situation of speaking our mind until you know, everything just starts to boil over and then we explode. Boom. And then there it is. I'm not saying this in a laughing manner, but this is a cancer's nature, to where we just really start to see the toxic shit in our lives. Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. Love is a battlefield. You know what I mean? And so look up that song. That might be a song that you know or you heard before. But the thing is like, the divorce, the breakup, the contracts. You specifically looked into this contract with any and every individual, whether person, place, thing, situation, job, whatever it is. You looked at it before you got into it, or when you was getting into it, and you heard things, and you just kind of went into a situation to where you were just like, I'm going to let them prove to me who they are. And that comes with a lack of boundaries because of the way we love. And so when it comes to really just seeing, and it could be years down the line, we haven't pulled tarot, so we don't know what pentacles will come out or if a pentacle will come out. Yeah, strive, catch up, and approach, and temperature here, hot, far away, and then gap. Yeah, you create that gap between that person because they made you stagnant. And the taser being in the reverse is like not anymore. Confrontation, conflict, comparison, and judgment. Now, there won't be conflict with you unless somebody says something to trigger you. You will just silently stop talking. The comparison, people cannot compare you to anybody. But when somebody starts to compare you too much to make you feel less than, it becomes a conflict mentally in your head, which keeps you stagnant and trying to figure out, again, claiming what's yours, fighting for what you love. You're just going to be patient enough where the confrontation comes. Um, Once you watch all of this shit goes down, the confrontation is within you. And then once somebody really realizes where you are mentally, physically, and emotionally, you're totally detached. You're totally detached from this situation. And therefore, you have to understand that your accelerated growth is going to happen. And look at this. Yep. They doubted you. They doubted you. And so here's the thing. Here is the prosperity begins, but it's unsure. It's unsure. And you were just like, you know what? You're unsure of who I am. That's where the comparison comes in at. They keep comparing you to other situations and thinking that you're just always going to be this perfect Cancer. And that is who you are. But deception and envy and authority, when you're aware of certain toxic situations, the truth comes out. And that's when you wait, you wait, and the truth is here. You're watching everything go down. You're seeing things for what they are. Not like you didn't see them, but yeah, the deception and envy is there, and the suffering and silence is there. I told you, you think things through your head, and then you're choosing wisely. Now you're making decisions. You're making decisions. Should I stay or should I go? And then, yeah, once you leave, you're going to always be victorious and successful. However, your authority comes in when you start to set those boundaries of, nope, I gave you the chance. Doesn't mean that you're not going to let the door open again. It just means that right now, this energy of you in and out of my house, or you here at my house, or the bed part of, it's done. I'm not sleeping no more. I'm not laying down no more. I'm not being quiet no more. I'm not doing none of that stuff no more. All I'm doing right now is focusing on myself, no one else but me. And so, therefore, I'm gonna pull from the song deck because I've been pulling from this the last couple of readings, and that's how we vibe, you guys. And I just haven't been really vibing with, not with you guys, but just in general when it comes to me trying to get all this stuff completed. And yeah, there you have it. Shaggy, it wasn't me. And Calvin Harris, how deep is your love? I don't know Calvin Harris, Bruno Mars. Okay, I was just about to tell you guys that my pretty isn't here. She went back to her with her mom. She's back there, and so talking to the moon. I don't know if you guys heard. No, it was me and her. I don't know if she did talking to the moon, but me and her were singing, and I showed her the cards. That's how I took this card deck out a couple of days ago. It's because she was singing, talking to the moon, and I was like, I have that in my in one of my card decks. And so she was like, that I like that song, so she's singing it, and I pulled it out. So talking to the moon. Now, talking to the moon. I always sing that. When it comes to that, talking to the moon, trying to get to you in hopes you're on the other side talking to me too, or am I a fool who sits alone talking to the moon? Uh-oh. So here's the thing. This is where you are in the 5D, trying to figure this out. Like, I'm literally trying to tune in to your mental, to this person's mental, or this energy of the toxicity, and trying to see why I've given you so many chances, why I'm gonna break this contract. And there was a card in here. In this card deck, no, it's not that one. The card deck's down here, and it says breaking contracts. And if you go into my last read, I think it was my last read, when it's like a love song, it talks about the contracts, um, like a Christian Grey contracts. When you get to that point to where you are comfortable enough with setting the boundaries and talking about the contracts and all this other stuff, Drake and Rihanna, take care. I know you've been hurt by someone else. Remember that song? It says, I can't tell you by the way you carry yourself. If you let me, here's what I'll do. If you let me, here's what I'll do. I'll take care. Y'all know I can't sing. And it says, I'll take care of you. I'll take care. And it says, I've loved and I've lost. I loved and I lost. Y'all know I love Drake. But anyway, that's the thing. This is where you are like, take care. The truth is here. You're not confronting the situation. You're not comparing it. You're not judging it anymore. You're just moving. And if they can't figure out how deep the love is, and that, what, this is the thing. So they're questioning your love now that you've walked on and moved on. So they're trying to reverse that shit when it comes to you. Shaggy, it wasn't me. Honey came in, and she called me red-handed, creeping with the girl next door. Again, addictions, all of these things. Separation is here. Toxic energy. You're separating from the shit. You fought for it at one point, but this is the excuses. And now they're asking you, like, what they're telling you, it wasn't them. All the stuff that you're thinking about, the comparisons and all. No, they're denying it and throwing it back on you, like you're just a crazy one. You prayed on this situation. That's what talking to the moon is. Like, you sending strength and healing energy to this person, trying to figure out why you're going to this deep hole, the dark hole of the hermit energy. You're trying to figure it out. And as soon as they come around and say something, the first thing is like, you're crazy, not them. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's kind of how you are like, you know what? It pisses you off even more. Does that make sense? And so that's why it's just like, no, take care. Take care. Like take care. I'll see you later. Take care. You're aware of this. Or am I a fool who sits alone talking to the moon? And yes, you felt like a fool at one point when you started to compare and start to look at things and trying to figure out where the toxic energy is. Is it you? Is you? Because now you're starting to doubt yourself. When it's really you're not the one that's fake. You're not. You've been as real as possible. And so the thing is like they keep wanting. Yep, Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is at the bottom of the Four of Pentacles. Yep, pull your energy back. Seven of Pentacles. 7 years. You have at the situation. Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. So that's what you're doing. And this was normally how I would say at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. It says treat yourself to something shiny every now and again. And so you're starting to take care of yourself. Queen of Wands energy. Confidence is back. Your confidence is back. Rihanna and Drake, take care. You're toxic. Take care. That's exactly sin and strength and healing. Because as soon as you get them to come back around, or as soon as they come back around, they're gonna be like, "That was you that was tripping." No, take care. Seven of Swords energy is here. Yep, Nine of Swords energy, a lot of air energy here, and the Queen of Wands. I'm confident in myself. You know, the Queen of Wands energy is just like letting you know that listen, I'm determined. I'm passionate. I love myself. I've already planted these seeds. I've already seen what this energy is. I sat here and I contemplated. I seen what I can accelerate and do without you, with or without you, because I've been doing it before you. So the prosperity is you want to be prosperous with this situation, and so that's what took so long. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, 7 years. This is where you are 7 years later, or you contemplated at 7 years, because each year is equivalent to a year for the Seven of Pentacles. So you already knew where you were, and this is probably when you went into that hermit mode. 7-7 is here. So it says, are your actions really as selfless as you think? And that's when you start to question yourself, and when you start to sit in that bed. I told you, didn't I tell you? When you Okay, I hate to show my nails, but you guys don't talk about me. When you start to sit in that bed and it's like, nope, it's time for me to get up. It's time for me to get up. No more revolving door, no more bullshit. I'm not gonna drink. I'm just knowing that this is toxic. I'm not gonna, the mixologist keep, drink my sorrows away or something like that. Like, all the time. I'm not gonna be toxic like you. You know what I'm saying? And so seven of swords. We got the Nine of Swords, and we got the Seven of Pentacles. You've already contemplated this. You thought this over too long, right? And it says, we all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes, and you realize, wait, I gotta get my confidence back. My confidence back. Take care. Replace your self doubt with self confidence. Exactly. Take care. Take care. Take care. Four of Pentacles underneath the bottom of the deck, underneath the Seven of Pentacles. So 11 years close to, yeah, because 7 plus 4 is 11. So 11 years. So 7 years you contemplated. You've been accepting the BS for 11 years. You've been accepting it. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm not shuffling on camera, but you've been accepting the BS for 11 years. 11 years. Y'all know I can't sing. I sacrificed. And it's like every time the revolving door is, it wasn't me, or how deep is your love? Like this, I'll read it to you. I want you to breathe me in. Let me be your air. Let me roam your body freely. No inhibitions, no fear. How deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love? Is it like nirvana? Hit me harder again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I don't know who Calvin Harris is. I've heard his name, but I've never heard this song. But the thing is like that's what they question every time they come back around. The extravagant gestures. They want to do something to, oh, okay, I got Cancer's mind off of this. The toxicity. They want to, do this and do that. And then it's just like, no, you grew. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords energy. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords energy. But yeah, that's why I say growth. Yeah. So again, it comes out the Sun energy. Are your actions really as selfless as you think? Listen, no, you have done everything in your power. That's where the growth comes in at. The Nine of Swords, we all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes. And so my point is that you have to get to the point to where you're starting to be the Emperor energy, which is respecting yourself. You respect yourself, from the toxic energies. And again, yeah, Three of Swords in the unsure energy. So Three of Swords, when it comes to Nine of Swords, grief, sorrow, you're unsure about what will happen. You were unsure about what would have happened. I'm going to clarify that. You were sure about what would have happened when it came to you walking away. Look at that. I seen the police hat. Oh, that was the High Priestess. Okay. Yep. Confusion, illusion, place, and Seven of Cups. Back to the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and now we have the Seven of Swords. You have to understand that the sevens mean confidence. You're confident in yourself now. Again, High Priestess energy, trusting in your intuition. High Priestess energy, listening to your instincts. You were confusion, illusion, place when it came to where you were sitting in that bed. You were sitting in this bed, not trusting your intuition, doubting yourself based upon the comparison, and always the BS. And so now here it is. No more of that. Your confidence is back. And so with your confidence being back, clarifying the Queen of Wands energy, with your confidence being back, look at that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Restful solitude way. The Four of Swords energy pulled your energy back, pulled your energy back, and now here it is. The communication wants to come in. Quick communication gardens. Eight of Wands energy. They want to communicate. They want to talk. They want to talk. You pulled your energy back. You're not this. You know, you're not in a situation to where, again, the Four of Pentacles. This is all the same energy. Quick communication energy, pulling your energy back. But when it comes to the confidence energy, we have the strength. You recognize your strengths, and yeah, you had to make a decision. You looked out. When you look outward based upon your future and was like, there's nothing here. And so again, remember I talked about contracts, the Page of Swords energy, development of information and contracts. You had to look at things for what they were, Page of Swords energy, and say, I want more out of this, a thirst for knowledge. I want more out of this, out of this life. I want more. I don't just want to keep pulling my energy back and it being a revolving door, the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't want that. I don't want to sit in a bed and contemplate shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't. No, I don't want to live that life. I don't want to have to walk away and keep having these toxic people coming in and out of my life. I'm making decisions, and that is where the confusion illusion place is that they were tasing you to pull you back into hermit mode, to make you feel like, okay, as soon as you say this and you try to confront them, it wasn't me, or how deep is your love? I thought you loved me. This remind me, and inside the card deck, it didn't come out, but it's 21 Questions by 50 Cent. Well, we all know 50 Cent is a Cancer, but remember how 50 Cent is. So we question that. That's what we're questioning while we're sitting in that bed, while we're waiting. Hold on, I gotta cut this heater off. I have my space heater like when I was used to work. I used to keep the space heater under my desk. So yeah, that is what you are doing and what you have done in the past. I'm gonna pull from the um I'll pull from the situation. I was gonna pull from the breakup oracle deck, but I don't see it right now. I'm gonna pull from the situation deck, by Intuitive Visions 1111. I'm gonna pull from there. Oh God, this is the Monopoly deck. I can't remember the name of the decks anymore. But anyway, it's time for me to buy some new decks. Look at that. Recalling. Nope. Divine Masculine Family. Yeah. So again, this is Emperor type energy. This is respecting yourself when it comes to family, inner circles, blood ties, financial support. There is no support here. Child support, alimony, and government. You could have divorced a person after 11 years. 7 years you contemplate, for the 7 years you stayed, and then you start contemplating it, and then 4 years later, which is right now, 7 plus 4. Remember the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. There is like you moving forward. There could be a new love. TikTok, yeah. Time is running out. It's been almost 11 years. And so the financial support could be you moving forward and starting to go after your own goals, but the recalling is here. No more contemplating. This is in the reverse. No more contemplating. No more contemplating about the shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't. No more contemplating about the toxicity that you stayed for. No more trying to ask questions. The communication is not about asking questions, it's about you moving forward. And the confrontation, no. It says confrontation here. They want to confront you. You don't want to confront them. You're not questioning anything. You have alienated yourself from the situation, but when it comes to love, what's going to come up? You know? what's going to come up. And so that is why I always say I want you guys to get to the point to where you understand no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. I listened to the Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. Let me see, the card came out. Yep. Self-esteem. Yeah. So insecurities. It came out sideways like this. I just threw it back up there. It came out like that. So the insecurities aren't there anymore. So anyway, back to the game. Okay, this card piece. Yeah, there's no insecurities here. There are cards on the floor, but break up forever. To some, it is social media and keeping tabs. They're keeping tabs on you. So the communication is coming. They're keeping tabs on you. They want to know what you're doing. But hold on, let me pick these other cards up. So the snakes, they're trying to mimic you. This is how these cards came out. So sideways, and one is in the reverse. This is in the reverse. Right here, timid. Yeah. So yeah, you're not timid anymore. Secret admirer. No more room for timid to be timid. Ghosted, disappeared. No more room for ghosting. No more room for unsure energy. It says hurting, agonizing, and pain. Unsure energy. Yeah, no. You're not dealing with this energy, the unsure. You're at peace. You're at peace. You are at peace with this situation. And so I think that that is, let me pull from this other card deck. I'll just try to make your reads a little bit more, but that's why again, you're learning. They want to know, they want to know what you're doing, but you're like, I'm over toxic energies. I just got out of hermit mode. Shapeshifter mimicking. Yeah, they want to try to figure out how they can mimic your energy because your energy is gone from them. Go with the flow. No more going with the flow anymore. My cards are not. Oh, some of them are in the reverse. And that's odd. Hope is in the reverse. Yeah. So there you go. Patience. Yeah. You're not patient with them anymore. You're not going with the flow. So that's how I see that relaxation. You are relaxing. You are not worried about anything. You're not keeping tabs on there. You're not kind of trying to question them. You're not going with the flow anymore. They have worn your patience down by making you feel crazy. So I think, again, there's a separation there, but they want to know what you're doing. Let me see if I can pull energy on them. Yeah, they want to know what you're doing because they've been so toxic. I'm gonna pull from the message of the heart. They've been so toxic. Damn. I have all of my. I moved my card deck, so my card decks. I was. Sometimes I sit here and I do readings, and I should turn the camera on, but I don't. Yeah. I don't because it's either some racket. Yep, dealt a bad hand watching you. I told you they're watching you. They're trying to see what you're doing. They've been watching their they've been watching your social media to see what you post and get clues to know how to approach you. So look, I told you that social media, they're watching you. They're watching you. They want to communicate with you. They want to see where you are. They think that this is a breakup forever and ending. Yeah, it is. Actually, that's how you feel because you pulled your energy back. You pulled your energy back. Talking to the moon. They're trying to figure out. You're aware. They know they got too far away. It's hot. So, again, watching you. They've been watching you. I've been watching you. I don't, was that watching? Wait. I don't remember. It was an old song. It's two songs that I just put together in one. It's an old song that I've been watching you, watching me. Then it was a new song, watching you, watching me. I can't remember, but in Unsighted, here it is. They are unable to see the complete extent of the toxicity they brought into the connection because that's all they know, and so that's why they say they dealt a bad hand. However, they grew up, and you were patient with that shit, so that's not going to help you anymore. Serendipity. They're leaving things up to chance and hoping the universe will intervene and bring the two of you together. That's why they're talking to the moon. Now they are back to where you were. So again, the revolving door is a 360. It's you not going with the flow, them learning about why you went with the flow for so long or questioning why, and then questioning why you were able to remove your energy after being right there at that beck and call for almost 11 years. 11 years. Remember, Mary J. Blige. Anyway, anxiously waiting. It says they search for you in everything, feel you everywhere, always in the back of their mind, hoping they run into you. No, we don't go in the same crowd. You deal with toxicity and I don't. We don't run in the same crowd. We don't run in the same cloud. We'll never run into each other. We'll never run into each other. When I go somewhere, it's either enjoying myself or it's in a dark situation to where not dark, literally dark, but in a situation to where it's private, it's comfortable. Most of the time, if I'm going through a mental type of energy, it'll be in my house. So it won't be, or it'll be around family, people that I know that I could trust and I can sit there. They understand. I don't even have to talk about, but if I wanted to, they would listen. And that's how you are as a Cancer. And so coldness, they feel you pulling away, and they wish they can pull you back and convince you they're worth keeping. And so this is where they are. Delta bad hand. They wish they met you in a different time because they feel they'll never get to see what the connection could have been. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't, right? And so that is where you are. You were so patient to where you weren't. And that is how I see that energy. Let's go ahead and pull from the four agreements. If you want to know my perspective of the four agreements, click the link up above, right here at the end of the video. The four agreements is, be impeccable with your words. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. And don't take anything personal. And so the card that came out is always do your best. Do your best because you want to. You did everything in this situation because you wanted to. You waited 11 years. You waited close to 11 years. You were patient for 7 years. 4 years down the line, you started to mentally work on yourself and try to figure out what you should do moving forward. That is how a Cancer is patient enough to understand that you see something, you've seen something, but also understanding that this person was dealt a bad hand, but that's not going to keep being the excuse of their behavior. Anyway, it says you do your best when you are enjoying the actions or doing it in a way that will not not have negative repercussions for you. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. Not because you are trying to please the judge, and not because you are trying to please other people. So in this situation, you never cared about the third parties. You never cared about somebody else's opinion of you. You never cared about how long you waited. Even when you went to go talk to other people, you never cared about their opinion of you should leave this person because of that. You never gave that an option until you were ready to. And so the development of information and contracts, you put all this big old file together. And that's why I say when it comes to that last reading, and I don't know the name of it, but I basically was talking about Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele. The reason being is that is how we are when it comes to what we feel like a twin flame, a love relationship, a situationship, whatever it is, we see through that person. And then we see all of the stuff, the pain, them being dealt a bad hand, the way that they were loved, the toxicity, the toxic people around them. We see all of these different things. We see the envious energies. We see the things that has kept them in a situation to where they are never going to move forward. And we try to put in and build, not necessarily a relationship, build the trust. Build is that trust? Is build in trust, build in a situation where they could trust you no matter what. And then here it is. It's like, but when they keep blaming everything else but them being dealt a bad hand, instead of them trying to work, the shape shift, and they go around other people and they're this way, they're that way. When they get around somebody else, they have this big persona, this big, whatever. They hold this court when you know that they're just as weak as any baby that you've nurtured, or any situation that you've nurtured, and that you're stronger than them, but you never ever ever let them see that. You let them be dominant in a situation to where, even though it's been 7 to 11 years, you could have crushed them a long time ago. And that is what you're thankful for, not being envious, not being jealous, not being hateful because somebody keeps coming into your life and trying to wreck you. That's how you start to feel when you get to this point. You were able to, you try to not be a snake in their life like everybody else you saw, not to be toxic. You try to be that positive reinforcement, that nurturer. That codependent person is what it all boils down to. So as long as you know you've done your best, but you're not going to do that, and you're not going to give that to anyone else. When you recognize that red flag, it's over. It's done. And so that is where you are right now. But thank them. No man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. And that's what you need to understand. So let's go ahead and let this old energy go. I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. This will come out right before 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. the next day, um, which is the 29th. But I love you guys. So there you have it. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be toxic people. Addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.